Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh boy. Let's see if it is giving me a hard time. So give me a second. Let me get this thing right. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think we're in there finally. Yeah, there we are. Hello, everybody. Oh, we are good. We're back into the Antelope Valley. We went to a casino, had a little fun. We left there because we were hungry. And guess what we found? Tacos. So did everybody get notifications tonight or no notifications? All right. Looks like it's going to be a slow night, maybe, but that's okay. So, nah, we didn't win big, but you know what's the best part? We did not lose. We did not lose. We actually came home with a little extra. We probably would have stayed the night down there, but we got a busy day tomorrow. We're going to be running like chickens with no heads tomorrow. We'll be covering quite a few events. There will be public events. We'll be speaking with the mayor of Palmdale. We'll be speaking with a couple other individuals in the political arena. We'll be speaking with some business owners. We'll be doing all kinds of things tomorrow. But tonight, oh, nice. I'm not going to get in any shouting matches. All I will do is discuss the boys. I'm not going to get into all the other goodies. They can keep it. But what it comes down to is it comes down to Orrin and Orson. And what actually happened to them, when it happened, who did what, you know, and who, somebody or some people need to be prosecuted for the whole ordeal with the toddlers. I mean, we've started at the beginning many times. As I'm sure everybody knows, they were reported missing early in the evening on December 21st. And that's a day I won't forget for certain reasons. That day holds a special place in my heart also. But as we all know, they were reported the 21st missing. It was, very odd circumstances of how they went missing. It was stated by the chief of police as suspected foul play and very suspicious. Where is everybody tonight? Did the notifications actually go out to everybody, or did it just go out to a few people? It's definitely gone on way too long. Way too long. And we know people know what happened. We know that. Because kids don't just disappear. They don't disappear like that. They don't just get up and run. It was also stated that if they left that house, they were helped out of that house by at least one adult. That again was stated by Chief John Walker. See, we have no idea. It's truly tragic and sad because I don't know if law enforcement themselves think that those boys went missing on the 21st. I highly doubt they think that. So that makes it a lot harder to try and figure out what actually happened with the boys, because if they didn't go missing on the 21st, then when did they actually go missing? And how did they wind up going missing? And Lisa, that's correct. If they didn't touch the ground, which would mean they would have had to have been picked up by an adult, because you're guaranteed a stork didn't pick them up and fly them away. If they would have gone missing, then somebody picked them boys up and carried them away. And if somebody carried them away, my guess is it was somebody family or family friend, because there was no screaming from the boys, and also the dog. Nobody heard the dog going off, and nobody, heard the boys screaming. So that leads you to think that it would have to be somebody from that home, a relative, or a good friend. Yeah, it was stated that they were out on the patio, but it was also stated by the neighbor behind the home wait, hold on. Well, my understanding, the biological family wasn't mentioned much because of the fact that it was stated they did not know where the children were. There's actually, okay, here. Let's put this out on the plate, all right? Ryan Dean, Paprika, aka, is bio mom to Orrin and Orson. And then there are two fathers. The boys have different fathers. So there's actually two biological fathers. And from my understanding, neither the biological fathers nor the biological mother knew where the boys were. And they found out where the boys were through multimedia. I cannot say why they have the same last name because I don't have the facts on that. But if I was going to guess, maybe they thought both boys had the same father when they didn't. Yes, I think Roro is related to one of the bio dads, correct? Yes. Sabrina, I'm doing actually pretty good. We're just getting back into the Antelope Valley. But see, the thing is, that's what I think this whole case needs to be worked from day one. And actually not day one. I think the case needs to be worked all the way back to Bakersfield. I'm not going to say that the boys were never in Cal City because we don't know that 100%. We don't have that as a fact. But I would say work it all the way back to Bakersfield and then come forward to figure out when is the last time those boys were actually seen. When is the last time a picture or video was taken? When is the last time the adoptive... Sabrina, the drama, I'm leaving that outside. I'm not bringing that in. They can keep all the drama on the other side. I don't want it. This was when the last time those boys were seen. There is no facts. I'm going to start working it from hopefully back to Bakersfield and try and figure out when the last time they were actually seen. Because if you can figure out the time frame of when the boys were last seen, then you can start putting it together. You can start putting the whole story together, and then it'll fall into place. Oh, I'm staying to myself, and that's why, hey, I said it last night, I'll say it again. YouTubers, channels that want the drama, they can keep it to themselves because I don't want it on my channel. I have blocked a lot of people that have been trying to bring drama into here. I'm just not going to have it on our channel. I'm not going to have it on my Facebook. I'm not going to have it anywhere. See, the fact of clinics and dentists and all this, it's sad because the fact that they were foster kids, not only foster kids, but also adopted, it would be extremely hard to find out any dental history or medical history. I mean, even for law enforcement, in order to get medical and dental, those would be warrants that would have to be served in order to get that information because of the HIPAA laws and everything like that. And we definitely don't know what evidence the police have. But remember how many times they came and served warrants, search warrants at the house on Aspen. I think it was 5 times.
You can barely read. How you gonna read?
Yeah,
Boy.
I mean, that's like I was explaining the other night, because people think it's so easy to go get court documents and everything like that. If you're given, say for instance, you're given legal guardianship of a foster child, you're given permanent legal guardianship, okay? If, God forbid, the paper gets misplaced, or somebody has it and forgets to give it back to you, when you go to get it, you have to sign documentation stating you will not share that with anybody. You cannot share it with DCFS. You can't share it with anybody. Oh, Sabrina, you used to work for DCFS LA? So you're very familiar also. You know, we've taken what? Well over 90 classes, well, 100 and something classes, huh?
More than I should have.
We've taken well over 100 college classes in regards to foster children and DCFS and so forth. Yes, Miss Apple is in the car. She's driving. We're actually in her truck today. You can see she's driving like we're in a sports car.
I'm trying to hurry up and get home. My ass is tired. Before I can pull over and just park it. Somebody across the road right there. Sorry, people. So I have my lights on, but I can't see.
You know, we'll never know. We won't know everything that comes out in evidence, even after it goes to court. Most likely, we will never know everything that is brought out for evidence. Oh boy. You know, part of the thing that, you know, hides a lot of this, honestly, because they actually stated it, Trezell and Jackman, that because of COVID, the kids weren't allowed outside.
But they were allowed to go on vacation.
See, even after the boys are found, a lot of the information cannot be discussed. It's crazy because they got stuck. But in California, in this day and age, criminals have more rights than the victims. There goes the sheriff. He's going to get those people. Maybe. You see all lights up there? Yeah, it's there's a lot of, I mean, HIPAA law. See, here's some of the things that actually make this case hard. Let's go over a couple of them. One is, when did the kids really go missing? Two, COVID works to their advantage to kind of hide time frames and what actually happened and when it happened. You know, three, the West family is a very tight-knit family. That's why nobody's talking. And the HIPAA laws, that's going to keep a lot of information out of the hands of people too. You know, see, for the pictures of the court of the boys, they would have to pull warrants for that too. What's happening here? Wow, look at that. There's a lot there. Oh, looks like a DUI. Yeah. You know, I pray actually that this case closes soon, because this case has divided. Sarah, the case has divided people, is dividing communities, and it's all because drama. But the sad part is the two missing boys, there's no reason they should have ever went missing. There's information that we can't find. Sarah. Huh? I can't. Something just happened, folks.
Oh, Matt's nose hit the phone screen.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can y'all see? Because I can't.
Close the top out.
Where?
That.
No, really? That shuts it off. Cancel. Oh. No. That's it. I don't know. Disable flash. Oh, there we go. We're back, kind of. There we go. All right. Yes, we're at 50th East. And Jay, we're almost home. Boy, that was a task. Yeah, that's much better. Just think about everything that's happened from the beginning of this case. Yeah, CPS, you would think they would make a statement in regards to this case, but they have not.
I wouldn't expect.
You know, in regards to CPS not making a statement, what that says to me is it brings up the fact of a comment that was made by the gentleman that Duty Ron had on his show. In regards to polygraphs, lie detector tests. And when people don't give statements or refuse, it's basically the same thing. They don't give statements or they refuse to do the tests because they're usually guilty of something. And that's my guess. But I think they should have really came forward in regards to this case. But I'm pretty sure pretty soon information in regards to this case is going to come forward. And it'll be information that nobody actually expected in this case. Yeah, we were driving through the middle of nowhere, so sometimes it gets a little grainy. But I think there's going to be facts that are going to come out on this case that are actually going to blow people's minds. I think there's a lot more to this case than what meets the eyes. I think stuff has been covered up. I mean, there's been a lot of shady comments made by a lot of people in regards to this case. I think that the walls are going to fall down and it's going to reveal a bunch of different angles to this case. I think the truth is going to shock everybody. Because I don't see Trezell and Jacqueline pulling off a perfect crime, so to say. I don't think that they thought this case would get as much attention as it has, even though it appears that it hasn't gotten a lot of attention from the major networks, but it's gotten a lot of attention. And I don't think a lot of people were expecting it. You know, there's just so many. I mean, how were they able to adopt the kids and be foster parents when today, what is their income foster parenting? Trezell was doing beats. He wasn't doing that many beats. I'll tell you that. There's no way. Why were the kids actually taken? Why were they taken from different foster parents? Why were they adopted out to a couple that had no real proof of income? I think there's more people involved. And I pray that everybody that's involved, as I said before, if it be DCFS, CPS, extended family on either side, if it be law enforcement, anybody that had something to do with this complete case, I hope they're all prosecuted, and to the full extent. Because they know what happened. They know who did what, and they're covering a major crime. Oh, that's okay. They are covering a major crime that should have never been covered in the beginning. Oh, let's pull that down. That don't look good there. Are the other kids still in protective custody? Well, I will say this. I don't think anybody's coming forward because it's a very tight-knit family. And this family could have had so much media attention on this case, but they didn't. It appears they didn't want to have the media attention. You know, the only way I know that I really ticked off the family was on the adopted side, was I went on when Jamal Watkins was live in Georgia, I think it was, for one of the political events on CNN, and he was live and they were doing Q&As, and I posted up a question multiple times that I had questions about his missing nephews. And then I got threatened with the FBI. And then we wound up text messaging Jamal for for probably about an hour, hour and a half, back and forth. But, you know, none of that family really came forward to try and help the situation. No. You want to take these in or leave them out here cold?
I'll leave them out here.
You want to take...
You gonna eat it?
Huh?
You gonna eat it?
Are you? You want that?
I think I'm in a food coma still.
Okay, we'll leave it. Here, you can take this one in.
You gonna eat that?
They will.
Okay. Spin them both in. Alright. Oh.
Yeah, it's, you know, there's been a lot of threats to go around about this case. And, you know, it's all good. I'm good with it because I know myself. I haven't done anything illegal in regards to this case, like people have stated. But I do want to see this case get closed. You know, see, their stories did not match up, and that's what made them really suspicious. You know, I mean, come on, the night that the boys supposedly went missing, that's where they stated the boys went missing that night, but it couldn't be proved. Okay. Then their statement they gave, where there were no emotions, no nothing whatsoever, it was like, hey, that right there, that's the next thing. They, you know, and then we know that they were asked to take a lie detector test, and it was stated that at that point They lawyered up. And if they lawyered up, why did they lawyer up? You usually lawyer up when you know you're in trouble. You know you did something wrong. Oh, Apple's already gone. She's in the house. You know? And I mean, all the search warrants that were served on that family, plus what other warrants, we don't know what a lot of the warrants were for. But the demeanor that came out of the family was very odd. If it was myself and somebody went on my live video and asked me about my missing nephews, I think I would respond. And I wouldn't respond with threats. And I wouldn't respond with the fact stating that I was threatening their family. I never threatened anybody's family. I also wouldn't state that um, he stated that I was the reason that everybody was upset and threatening his family. I'm not the reason that people were upset. People were upset because of the demeanor of the family, the fact that the family acted like nothing ever happened. The family acted like, hey, I've I've seen plenty of people, with missing kids. And I've never ever seen anybody act that way. It's not even if they cried. They really showed no emotions. And then the emotions it was shown was if you look at Jacqueline when she looks over and she like did her cat claws and said, "That's why we didn't want to do this." Because they didn't want to look the family in the eyes, in the face, the biological family. The adopted parents didn't want to look the biological family in the face. Yes, I'm sitting in the car. We just got home. I'm going to go in a few minutes because I know it's after, 1 o'clock or something like that. And I got to be up by like 7 a.m. Yes, it's all about Orrin and Orson, aka Classic and Sincere. But there's a difference between not having emotions and looking to be cold-hearted and the way that Jacqueline looked when she did that to me, when she did it to them, when she put up her claws and showed basically like a cat, angry cat, this is why we didn't want to do this. That right there, makes you feel like she was trying to push it off on somebody else. The body language showed that of somebody hiding something. I myself, I feel for the boys. I feel for the biological family. And I'm really, really curious about the statement that was made by Chief John Walker, stating that the broken leg was an accident. And if the broken leg was actually an accident, if that is true facts, that would mean, if I was a judge, to me, that would make me think that there was really no child abuse. Actually, Nicolette Moore, let me tell you a little story. I know of a foster kid that actually broke and twisted his femur on a bicycle that was 3 years old. See, that, there's been quite a few stories to go around about that. Well, no, John Walker actually stated in one of his interviews that it appeared to be an accident. See, here's the whole thing, folks. We can't be going back and forth on that portion. I'll tell you why. Because we don't have facts on it. I stated a fact of what John Walker stated. But John Walker did state Well, goodbye. All right, so it looks like we have some trolls coming in, folks. All right, that one dude's gone. I don't know who that is, but you know. Oh, but, folks. Yeah, I know it never fails with the trolls. Well, since apparently they know that we're on now, maybe we should sign off and come back on tomorrow. And everybody have a blessed night. No, we're not on a stakeout. I'm actually in front of my home getting ready to go in and lay down. I actually had a nice day with my wife. Oh yeah, trolls are trolls, you know. But we'll come on tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna get some rest. I have to. I gotta. Oh, boss, I have to get some sleep. It's cases like this are literally physically and mentally draining. But I won't stop. You know, I will tell you that. The trolls can come after me, they can do whatever. I mean, I've been threatened by so many different people with so many different things that boss, I are you bio family by any chance? Okay, I was just curious. Just upset like the rest of us about the fact that something like this could happen to two little boys. I'm gonna get rest, folks. Everybody have a blessed night. And if you have questions, write them down. And let's see if we. No, no, because actually, I definitely don't have anything against you because you defended Ryan. I actually spoke with her a few times, but then all of a sudden she stopped talking to me because people were getting in her ear. And that to me is sad because I'm one of those guys that will actually give people open microphone and let them speak what they want to speak. I'm not going to edit it down. You know, and that's what I was hoping to get from her and her whole side of the family. You know, I gave that option to both sides. I gave them, the adoptive and the bio families, the opportunity to have open mic where I would ask them their names, have them spell it, ask them where we were at, and what was on their mind, and give them open mic for as long as they needed it. And it would be uncut. But neither one of the sides of the family took that opportunity. I know in my heart why Jacqueline and Trezell didn't. Because they don't want to incriminate themselves. But other than that, everybody, you know, God bless you all. Have a blessed night. I'm going to go in the house. I'm going to lock up my car. And if anybody out there does know either sides of the family, and either side of them wants to come on live, I will do a one-on-one with them and open mic. They can contact me at 661 456 6978. That's 661 456 6978. Or they can email me at avnewscrew@yahoo.com, and we will give them open mic. And we won't give them questions. We will just give them open mic and let them speak their piece. You know, I'm not going to be like news entities and hack everything down to make it what I want. It's going to be exactly what they want out there. And on that note, God bless everybody. Have a blessed night. We will be live tomorrow quite a few times. Thank you, everybody. And here we go. Good night.